Alright guys, so if you guys did not know, our red velvet cookie got a buff. So hidden right below all of the things that you can see on the actual patch note, and that is going to be actually behind a massive but an okay buff for another cookie, which is going to be our werewolf cookie. You guys are going to be able to see right over here, not below but above, a very small change that happened to red velvet cookie that I honestly personally say is going to be one of the biggest thing that is going to make this cookie shine inside of certain different comps. And right here you guys can see red velvet cookie has been adjusted as follows. Base HP has been increased by 4.76%, which is not bad because it does make him a little bit tankier. But the biggest thing right here is going to be the skill cooldown has been changed from 20 seconds to 15 seconds. So that means this man is going to be able to shoot out his arms, grab the little guy in the back, and actually have a chance of one-shotting the back line without any problem and have this massive 5-second stun more often. So here we go guys, what I'm going to be doing is going to be upgrading our red velvet cookie here using my EXP star jellies as well as the few skill powders that I have. I'm going to be using the rest of it on red velvet to make it into level 70, and you guys can see right here a massive 1461.5%. so if you guys look at the screen right now, you're going to be able to see that there is actually a comp out there right now that utilizes red velvet inside of a summoner comp, and actually is going to be by a fellow YouTuber, a Korean YouTuber who actually is a great strategist inside of Cookie Run Kingdom, and I gotta give him a credit for this build because he personally attacked me with it. So I'm gonna be sharing it with you guys and showing you guys how good it is inside of the arena right now and why you guys can use this guy. So let's start out with this thing. First thing, 15 seconds. That means that when you have enough cooldown on your red velvet, just like Strawberry Crepe, you know, back in the days when Strawberry Crepe was roaming around the arena for every single arena comp, you guys were able to see that, you know, Strawberry Crepe needed that 3-second start. So you guys can actually give a red velvet cookie here a 3-second start, and that is the reason why instead of going with the full-on attack, even though attack does seem like a good choice here, or even a solid almond, but yes, solid almond will allow red velvet to stay alive. Yes, Searing Raspberry may allow you to deal a little bit extra damage. However, alright, take away the kind of single hit damage, alright? This is kind of a bonus. The main thing here is a 5-second stun, guys. That's going to prevent someone like Pure Vanilla, someone like Parfait, someone like Cotton, you know, all these supports in the back from actually casting their spells. So that is going to be awesome. And then also right here, cannot be interrupted. All right, this is a little bonus that they have added here. Cannot be interrupted means that he cannot be stunned or, you know, whatever it is out of his actual skills. So we are going to be putting in bunch of cooldown for him. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually just going to take advantage of the 22.3%, which is going to be the 3-second start, and in order to do that, all you need is going to be 17.3% with the set bonus. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Let me put it on. Alright guys, so here we go. We have 21.6% damage resist and a 19.2% cooldown. It is going to be the best, and if you guys do look at the video that I linked down in the description, it is going to be in Korean, but the guy who has attacked me using this build has a 24.9% cooldown, which is kind of an insane amount, but you know, for me, this is what I'm going to work off of. Of course, the cooldown is going to be slightly different compared to what he is going to go, but here we go. This is going to be the build that I am going to use, and that is going to actually come into a summoner comp. So let's go into the arena now. Alright guys, so before we get back into the review of red velvet cookie, I do want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor of today's video, and that is going to be Try Treats. So this is going to be a treat box that is going to be a subscription based international snack box that you are going to get monthly, and it is going to include snacks around the world. So the things that you will be able to receive in your treat box are going to include something like candy to crackers to chips to cookies to chocolates and more and more. All right, so they will include all types of snacks inside of the box with exception of drinks, because you know it is going to be hard to actually give drinks out. And also, if you guys do want to check out all of the things that they do offer, then you guys can go to their website, trytreats.com. So quickly guys, this is going to be the treat box that you guys will normally receive. Of course, there is going to be different subscription tiers and things like that. I would definitely will be trying all of these out during the next live stream that I have. And also, if you guys do want to get yourself a treat box as well, then make sure to use the code down in the description, which is going to be HyRoolLegend. When you guys do purchase your first box, you'll be able to get 15% off. Anyways, guys, if you guys do plan on getting a treat box, enjoy the snack. And thank you, Try Treats, for sponsoring this video. Guys, so here we go. This is going to be the team right here. So we have Crunchy, Pumpkin, Cotton, and Oyster. That is going to be our summoner combo. And then in addition is going to be our Red Velvet. So a good thing here is going to be Pumpkin's going to actually use the skill first, and then Oyster, and then it's going to be followed up by, you know, Red Velvet, Cotton, and then Crunchy, all of them afterwards, getting all the buff that they need from Oyster. So here we go. Let's go into the battle here, and let me show you guys how well this team can perform inside Master 3 rank in Pure Vanilla server. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to be using our Red Velvet here against you can see the Caramel Arrow combo here, and that's going to be Claire. And you guys got to know, this guy is going to be throwing out his fist so many times, stunning the, you know, supports in the back for 5 seconds, preventing them from doing everything. So here we go. Let's see how well we do. Here we go, and you're going to be able to see Pumpkin Pie, Oyster, and then it's actually going to be Red Velvet. So Red Velvet pulled, I believe it was Herb on the other side. Alright, so another one right there. And then of course our summoners are just going to keep doing damage right here, guys. Red Velvet here, the key is it's not going to be doing too much damage. Alright, you're going to be able to see right here. Not too much damage, but the main thing is preventing the supports and their healers from actually doing like anything. Pretty much, and they're gonna be stunned. They're just gonna be sitting in the front, which is actually gonna allow Crunchy Chip, Pumpkin, Oyster, and Cotton to do damage to them, because they're gonna be vulnerable to all of the damage in the front. That is the reason why this guy is actually so good right now, even though he is not gonna be a main damage dealer once again. Even with that 1000, you know, whatever percentage of the base attack, the main point of using this guy on your team is going to be because of how good his 5-second stun is going to be. Alright guys, here we go. This time it's going to be the double tank comp with the Cotton, and then in the middle it's going to be like Sea Fairy, maybe Claire, Frost Queen, something like that. So here we go. Let's see how well we do. I would say this team is especially good against somebody who does not have a feather too, because, you know, I just pulled Cotton right there, and then if Cotton dies right away, then there's no coming back. Alright, so right there, Eclair is gone, and boom, they're just gonna be left without another support. And then another one, I don't know who got pulled because there's just so many guys, but another 5-second stun there, guys. So Red Velvet, man, I gotta say, this huge update, like this skill boost for him, like the skill adjustment is just so massive, allowing him to become one of the best, I would say, you know, stunners inside of the game. I mean, the 5-second stun is just massive for you to take advantage of right now. So definitely, I would say the best adjustment out of this patch is not Werewolf, but is definitely going to be Red Velvet. Okay, so there is another team right here, except this time they are using a feather. So let's see how well we do against a feather team with a double tank, of course, and then a support in the back, and then middle is missing. So let's go and see how well we do. Alright, here we go, and it is going to be the Eclair Clotted Cream. And you saw that Cotton actually right there died and came back right away, even before the 1 minute mark right there. And then now this time around, it is going to be Eclair's turn to be pulled all the way in the front. And then this time around, another Cotton pull, and Cotton is going to die right there. Pumpkin Pie was not able to use skill, sadly. And you can see right there, though, like the amount of, you know, damage that comes out from our cookies is enough, but the feather definitely is going to be a bit of a problem, just because Cotton comes back, is able to heal again, summon more sheeps to stun our cookies, and then, you know, the other AoE damage from especially Wallberry is going to be a big problem. So yeah, you guys can see that there is a little bit of a downside when you guys are versing somebody with the feather, because it does give that extra you know, life for that one cookie, but still it's going to be very strong against teams that are not utilizing feathers, as well as some of the summoner comps as well. Alright guys, so let's see how well we do against double support with a single frontline tank. Let's see how well we do against this team. So this team actually has a sorbet, so we'll see how well we do. They do have a pumpkin pie sorbet Wallberry combo here. And then we actually pulled Herb, almost bringing him down to like 50% HP. So, and this time around it was Cotton. I believe the feather was popped on the other team. Another pull right there, and that was for Pumpkin. And actually, that was actually pretty good too, guys, I gotta say. Even though they had the feather, because they don't have a double tank, we're just able to constantly pull, and then, you know, just deal extra damage to the guys who are pulled, because there's just not enough frontline tanks to kind of, you know, soak up the damage. But there you guys go. I'm just gonna let you guys know, don't expect too much damage from Red Velvet. Going to be all for that stun. Alright guys, so finally we found a summoner comp here. We're gonna verse them and see how well we do against a summoner comp that is so trending right now inside of the arena. And here we go, 71st place, and this is actually gonna be a hybrid, so this one's gonna be a little tough. We do have a Sea Fairy Clotted Cream, that's gonna do a lot of damage to our guys right there. But we're gonna be able to pull Oyster right there. Oyster one more time, skill. And there we go. Can Red Velvet survive and pull one more time? Red Velvet actually pulled Clotted, or actually Cotton one more time, and bam! There we go. Even though it is a hybrid with Clotted and the Sea Fairy, we were able to beat it. Just massive damage coming out from our summoners, and there we go. Look at that. Look at the amount of heal comparison, because of the fact that she was stunned, she was killed, and couldn't do anything afterwards. But there you guys go, a team that you guys can try out with Red Velvet. Of course, there's going to be other comps like using, you know, Red Velvet comboed with Sorbet, just like how it was before. Of course, that is going to have to be tested out a couple more times, but I feel like this is very, very good just because of the sheer amount of units that you get from all the summoners, and then, you know, being able to utilize Red Velvet's pull to actually just melt away the guys who are in the back being pulled to the front. So definitely I would say Red Velvet's buff that they gave is a massive one, and a one that was very, very needed, and something that I talked about previously as well. Just a 20-second cooldown was just way too long. Now that it is 15 seconds, it is amazing, and I hope in the near future they can update this one too. This is 19-second cooldown. It's a little too you know, long, but of course that is for the next time. But right now I have to say Red Velvet is amazing, guys. Take advantage of him if you guys do want to use him, especially if you guys have a summoner comp already built in. Then I would say he is going to be a great addition if you don't want to use someone like Sorbet against a summoner comp, against a single tank comp without any feather. But there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found the video helpful. Hope you guys are liking this buff right here, and I will see you guys all on the next one.